Hello, everybody. It's 31425 here, bringing another review. And today we're going to be taking a little bit of a break from the roster breakdown of the Miami Dolphins. We just finished the offense yesterday. We'll start the defense tomorrow. But today I want to take a different route and do a schedule prediction video. Now, I'll end up probably doing another one of these before the season begins, but I want to do one now just to get my thoughts down and see if anything changes from now until opening day. Remember, guys, if you enjoyed the video, to like and subscribe for daily Dolphins content. So let's get into it. So we start off with a very hard game going to Foxborough, Week 1. This isn't the Patriots of old, at least we don't think so, but they still have Cam Newton. They're still a force to be reckoned with, even with all the players opting out. However, if we can beat Tom Brady and the Patriots in a game they needed to win in Foxborough Week 17, I think we can do it Week 1 with a much better roster. I think the Dolphins start 1-0 with a win in Foxborough 2 years in a row. Let's go. Week 2 against the Buffalo Bills. I think the Bills are a very good team. I think they're a complete team, especially on the defensive side of the ball. And I think we'll struggle against them. I think Josh Allen really gives us fits with him running out of the pocket and stuff like that. We are never good against mobile quarterbacks. So I think the Bills will win this game here in week 2, even at home. So we start the season 1-1. Next up, the Jacksonville Jaguars on Thursday Night Football. I think the Jaguars are one of the worst teams in the league. I don't think they will be the worst. I think Gardner Minshew is actually a good prospect, but I think we're just talented, more talented on the roster, pretty much every position except for maybe offensive line. Even on the road on Thursday night, which we suck primetime games, as all Dolphins fans know, I still think we can sneak past the Jags, sneak with a very close win. Moving on to week number 4 against the Seattle Seahawks. This time we're playing the Seahawks at home. I debated this one back and forth between win and a loss, but I think just the talent on the Seahawks roster, with adding Jamal Adams to that already decent defense, they're not a great defense. Even with Jamal Adams and Bobby Wagner, they're still far from a great defense, especially with losing Jadeveon Clowney. But with Russell Wilson, the mobile quarterback, they got weapons on offense, a decent offensive line. I think they will beat us in a close game. Moving on to week number 5 as we go on the road to the 49ers. So I actually made a prediction that the 49ers are going to be the one team I got going from first in their division to last. I think their style of football with defense and running the ball just isn't going to work out. They won a lot of close games against a very easy schedule last year. I see them falling off a cliff, and I see them missing the playoffs in my opinion, the hardest division in football. And with that, said, I think the Miami Dolphins going to win here. Looking at the schedule now, we are 3-2 with all three of our wins coming on the road and two of our losses coming home, which is not the Dolphin way. But with Brian Flores as our coach, we have been winning more competitive road games, which we never did under Adam Gase. Moving on to week number 6 against the Denver Broncos. I think the Broncos are a 7-9, 8-8 type team. I think this game is a coin flip. It could go either way. I think this is a spot there where Tua might actually get his first start. But at 3-2, I think they would still rock with Fitzpatrick. But I think the Dolphins squeeze a very close game. But this one could go really either way for me. Moving on to week number 7 against the Los Angeles Chargers. Um, This was another one I debated. We usually do pretty decent against the Chargers, minus last year where it was just a mess. But I think the Chargers are going to be much better this year than they were last year, surprisingly. I mean, I was just surprised by how bad they were. They had the same record as us, which is just mind-boggling. But they're getting Derwin James back, one of the better safeties in the NFL. And I think, Tyrod Taylor and Justin Herbert might actually have a decent year. This one, again, like the Broncos game, I think is a coin flip, but I got the Chargers winning it. Now on to week number 8 against the LA Rams. So this one, I mean, these Dolphins games, as you guys know, we always lose and win close games. It feels like all the time, but I guess that's the NFL, really. But I do have us actually winning this game. I think we'll be able to shut down Jared Goff and that passing attack. No Todd Gurley in LA anymore. They're a pass first offense, and I think we're gonna have a very good secondary and a very good pass defense. So I expect us to shut them down with a win. So right now we're sitting at 5-3 at the midseason mark, which I think we'd all be very happy with. Moving on now to week number 9, I think the Cardinals will actually make a playoff spot now at that 7th spot. I could see them sneaking in number 7. I think Kyler Murray is a very high upside quarterback. He's going to be very good. Adding DeAndre Hopkins on the offensive side of the ball and adding weapons on or defensive pieces that I think will help solidify that defense. So I have the Cardinals winning this one at home, at their home field. Moving on to week number 10, do we even need to talk about this? The Dolphins are going to beat the Jets. The Jets are a joke. They always have been, minus those two AFC Championship games with Mark Sanchez. Still don't know how they did that. Adam Gase is a joke. Let's be real. He's not meant to be a coach. Offense coordinator, sure, but he's not meant to be a head coach in the NFL. I have us winning there and against the Jets. Their defense is going to be much worse. CJ Mosley gone, Jamal Adams gone. Quinn Williams was disappointing. We'll see how he does. And Sam Darnold's going to be seeing lots of ghosts. Moving on to week number 13, this could be Tua versus Burrow. Many expect it to be, but I actually think it will be Fitzpatrick versus Burrow, as you guys know my opinion on that. I have the Dolphins winning this one against the Cincinnati Bengals. I think we are a better team than them at nearly every position, and yeah, I mean that's my opinion on it. So moving on to number week 14. I actually expect this one to be a close game. I'm really looking forward to this game. I love playing really good teams, and this will be our first time seeing Patrick Mahomes. And yeah, I think they'll win. I think Flores will come up with a game plan to beat them. I think it'll be a very, very close game, much closer than anyone predicts. But I think we will actually lose that one and move to 8-5. Moving on now against the Patriots once again. I think the Patriots are going to start off really, really slow, but I think they're going to get better and better as the year goes on. We won in Foxborough week one. I just don't see us sweeping the Patriots. They're too well coached to do that. And I think it's weird that we win on the road and lose at home, but that's just what I have. I think Cam Newton will be on a roll and playing much better than he will be week one after no preseason games and stuff like that. Moving on to week 16 against the Las Vegas Raiders. I almost said Los Angeles. Um, I think this team is going to be in a QB competition pretty much all year. John Gruden loves his quarterbacks. He loves switching them. I think it's going to go Derek Carr, then Marcus Mariota, then maybe back to Derek Carr, then maybe Marcus Mariota again. And I think it's just going to be a mess down there. I expect them to be around a 7-9, 8 team, just like the Broncos. But I think we get a win here in that nice new stadium. It should be a fun one to watch indeed. That whole AFC West division, man, it's so hard to predict those games because those teams are just so weird sometimes. But I think we get the win. And then finally ending off week 17. The Dolphins suck against the Bills recently. They just suck against the Bills, especially on the road. And I think the Bills are going to be playing for a division title, perhaps against us. They actually might have it wrapped up now, but they'll be playing for a better playoff spot, maybe even a first round bye at this point. And I expect them to get the win, leaving us at 9-7. Um, I think we'd all be happy with that. I think we really would. And I think with the addition of a seventh playoff spot being added, I think that'd be enough. I think that'd be just enough to sneak in. And, I don't expect us to win any playoff games, but to get that experience with all these young players would be super, super valuable. And I think to get to 97, to get their confidence up like that would just be great. And I think next year we could really, really do some damage and be competitive, very competitive for the first time in nearly 20 years. Let me know what you guys think. Do you think we'll win more? Do you think we'll win less? Do you guys think my explanations were good? Let me know down in the comments section below. Remember to subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.